How is everything? How's everything going? Obviously, I bring to you the greatest information today. What's going on in the camp of Liverpool? What's happening with Kylian Mbappe's move to the club Liverpool? What's definitely happening? What's going on? There's a lot of information coming in from Liverpool that regards this football player, Kylian Mbappe, as quite a lot has been said. Bit of light in my face. I don't know whether that's better. Ooh, maybe that should be better. So there's quite a lot that's going on about Kylian Mbappe, really. Kylian Mbappe and him joining the club, Liverpool. So we definitely have quite a lot to talk about today. There's a lot that's going to be that we're going to be talking about today. But mainly we're talking about Kylian Mbappe's move to the club, Liverpool, and how possible is this? How possible is this? What is Liverpool doing to make sure they definitely land at the football player? And what has Kylian Mbappe said about this transfer? And what could he definitely bring to the club, Liverpool? Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Liverpool chapter. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Liverpool related, right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your very host, Abu Gals, as I'm definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest trades as it comes in. And we say this, I bring to you this trades from the city of Liverpool. Anyway, let us get the party started. Let's get the party started. Kylian Mbappe. I want to give you the whole Kylian Mbappe story and what is going on, and if there is a possibility of the club Liverpool signing transfer. Anyway, where should the start from? Anyway, let's talk about how to play. Really, not say Kylian Mbappe is the best football player in the world. I know Erling Haaland has played a bit well, quite well, but he's not yet at the level of Kylian Mbappe, not even near. I mean, Haaland has had just one season, one good season. We do not know what's going to come the next season when it comes to Erling Haaland, you know. We do not know what's going to happen 2 seasons from now. But season after season, Kylian Mbappe has always proved that he is the man for the game. He's built for the game. He's the best football player in the world. He's always proved that. And definitely you can count on him. If you've got him, you definitely know goals are going to enter the net. You're going to have a few goals behind the net. So Kylian Mbappe definitely it's going to be a very good move for the club, Liverpool. But I need to get to you. I need to get you how all this started and what's going on. Why is he even in the news? Why is he everywhere about his move to the club, Liverpool? So, Kylian Mbappe has been from Paris, has been a Paris Saint-Germain, and he moved to Paris Saint-Germain from Monaco, and that was some time ago. And when he joined from Monaco, actually there is even before even we go there, there's a story about Kylian Mbappe before him going to France and playing for the French national team. He wanted to always play. His father, who is an African, surprise, surprise, uh, wanted him to play for some African country where he originates. But it comes up that he goes there and talks to the management, and they say, oh, they need a bit of money, and that's how Africa lost out on Kylian Mbappe because of bribery and stuff. That was quite bad. But Kylian Mbappe would be playing the World Cup somewhere in Africa, you know, and that could be a big bonus, couldn't it? Anyway, that's how Africa lost out on Kylian Mbappe. That's a story for another day. But mainly, let's get into this transfer and how actually it came where it is now. Remember that Kylian Mbappe came from Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain, made a move from Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain. And PSG has put in quite a bit of money to make sure that Kylian Mbappe is a very good football player, but he is also a naturally talented football player, you know. We can't just give the credit to PSG, but also him as a football player has made himself better. He's made himself much more better. So, oh, whoa. Why is Sorry. I need to make, to get a bit of light here. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Bit of light. Yeah. So, Kylian Mbappe moves from Monaco to PSG. And then, while he's at PSG, plays for PSG for quite a long period of time. But remember that even when he was at Monaco, there were a number of clubs that wanted him, including Real Madrid. Real Madrid is one of those clubs that have been interested in him over time, trying to get him over time. But definitely they have not managed to get him. It's not been possible. So it comes out that Kylian Mbappe, after spending some time at PSG, thinks about it and is like, no way. I've been at Paris Saint-Germain for quite a long period of time. I need to leave Paris Saint-Germain. And what he does, he writes a letter to PSG management and tells them, I've got 1 year on my contract, which is true. He's got 1 year on his contract. But still, put in consideration that despite the fact that it's open, external, only and only be triggered by Kylian Mbappe. It cannot be triggered by the team, PSG. Only and only PSG can't, only and only Kylian Mbappe can trigger this clause in his contract. So what happens is, Kylian Mbappe looks through and is like, I don't need to be a Paris Saint-Germain at this point in time. I need to make a move away from PSG. And actually what happens is, when he says he needs to be a PSG, writes a letter, takes it to Paris Saint-Germain management and tells them, I've got 1 year left, but I'm writing to inform you that even though when I've got 1 year left, I've got no intentions of extending my contract. And I do not have any intentions of getting into a new deal with you right about now. And I'm also writing to you to inform you that I'll be leaving as a free agent next year after the coming season, because he's got 1 year on his contract. And obviously, quite a lot definitely was said. And as a football player, really, it was a bit challenging for him. But I think when it's time for you to leave, you've got to leave. When it's time to leave, you've got to leave. You can't do a thing. So him as a football player realizes that he's been at Paris Saint-Germain. He's been at a club fully packed, 100% with stars, and is not reaching his full potential. Because even when you score, nobody's bothered. It's PSG. And he realizes he needs another club. He needs to play for another club, not Paris Saint-Germain. And then, what happened then? PSG, the fact that PSG had not said anything about this, he also went mute and said to them in capital letters, I'll be leaving. I'll definitely be leaving. I'll be leaving. And it comes to our notice that PSG, after receiving this information, PSG goes on and writes to Kylian Mbappe and tells PSG tells Kylian Mbappe, you've got two options. You've got only two options. And that was quite good, I must say. I liked it because PSG came out on a realistic point of view, because Kylian Mbappe could cost around £250 million. But the fact that he's got 12 months on his contract right about now, his release clause could be around £150 million. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Around 150 million pound. That's what the club could definitely be selling him for, 150. But his actual price could be 250. But the fact that it could be a record transfer, but the fact that he's only got 1 year, that's quite a lot of money. So PSG was not looking at losing. PSG was not looking at losing the football player. No chance. So they write him and they tell him, go only and only 2 chances. We are not putting up your crap. We're not putting up with anything. All we need you to do, we need you to sign a new contract. Or now. Interested in the football player. The clubs become quite happy about the move, you know. And it will be remembered that with all this that has been going on, he's been a bit silent on holiday. And right about now, the latest that we've got is that Kylian Mbappe has made up his mind, and 100% I must say, he's going to be leaving Paris Saint-Germain. And where is his next stop? We've got a few information coming in. We got a few information coming in before. And it was like, Liverpool has put in a 250 million pound bid for the player. That information is definitely wrong. There's no way Liverpool could have put in a 250 million pound for the football player. Yet he's not worth 250 million pound. He's worth 150 million pound. So whichever source wrote that was not right. But what is known for a fact is that Liverpool are 100% into this transfer. And the fact that Liverpool has not had a made football player like Kylian Mbappe for quite a long period of time, Liverpool are very much into this transfer. Way too much. Way too much. So we could definitely be seeing the football player making a big move to the club Liverpool. So definitely, let's hope all will go on quite well, as Kylian Mbappe is really saying, really, come sign me. I need to get out of Paris Saint-Germain. Come sign me. And that's where Liverpool is lying right about now with Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is available. He is available and readily available, and saying, whoever wants me, you can definitely come and get me. And the club Liverpool really is going for the football player. Liverpool could be putting in a bid very soon. There is big chance that once business is back, things are going to run on quite well for the club Liverpool. As you definitely already know, that Liverpool has already signed a few midfielders. He signed Alexis McAllister from Brighton and Hove. Very good midfielder, but the midfield revamp is still on. Liverpool went on and signed Dominic Szoboszlai from RB Leipzig. Very good one. And Liverpool is still in the link of signing more football players. A football player like Romeo Lavia has also been heavily linked to the club Liverpool. And there are big possibilities that Romeo Lavia could end up at the club Liverpool. With some people asking whether Liverpool is going to get all these number of football players. The first thing you need to ask yourself, how many football players have left the club? And if a big number has left the club, definitely that means that a big number of football players are going to be joining the club. Janatas Ferreira, hello, watching from Brazil. Hello, people from Brazil. How are you? Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for being part of the show. So Liverpool is looking at getting a better squad than what it had the last season. The last season wasn't the best of seasons for Liverpool, you know. Finishing in the 5th position is abnormal for the club Liverpool. Despite the fact that towards the end, Liverpool was unbeaten, really. Towards the end, it was playing quite well. They were definitely doing okay. They were fine. Liverpool was one of those clubs that were very good towards the end. But you need to start with pace and end with pace. When you've got football players who cannot keep the pressure, who cannot maintain the pressure, that's what happens. And that's why Jurgen Klopp really came out and said, a few football players need to leave the club, and I need a few more football players to come and join the club. And that's why we've seen the likes of KYLIAN Mbappe being linked to the club. And that's why we've seen the likes of Milner leaving the club, Naby Keita leaving the club. Quite a big number of football players is still on the way out. The exit is still open, and already a few have gone. And it's because of what happened last season. Jurgen Klopp saying he does not want history to repeat itself. He doesn't want to come and do the same mistakes that really happened last season. Liverpool does not want to get into the 5th position and in the 5th position again this coming season. So it's going to be a brilliant one. It's going to be a very wonderful one. Otherwise, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Liverpool related, right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your very host, Abu Kaus. Thank you and goodbye for now.